Hello and welcome to another video here at AV Forums. This time we're taking you through our recommended picture settings for the LG 65EF950V Ultra HD 4K OLED TV. So the first thing you'll need to do is go in the menu system. To do that, you've got two options, but the most obvious option is just to press the settings button on the remote control. And then you're going to a series of options down the right here. Press advanced, takes you into the menu system. You want the picture menu and you want picture mode settings. Now there are a number of different picture modes. We're using ISF Expert 1. The reason that there's two ISF modes is because you can use one to create a day setting and one to create a night setting. The settings that we're going to show you are for a nighttime setting. So we go into ISF Expert 1. And then we've got OLED light. This is basically the overall brightness of the panel. The higher the number, obviously the brighter it is. This is a pretty bright panel for an OLED TV, and we found a setting of 27 will give you more than enough brightness for a comfortable viewing experience at night. Set the contrast to 90. You can leave brightness set its default setting of 50. Turn the horizontal and vertical sharpness down to 0. Basically with most of these controls you always find that they're on, and particularly their default settings, they tend to have, they apply too much sharpening, ringing around objects, that kind of thing. So we find the best option is to turn them down to 0. That way you're not adding any unwanted sharpening, ringing or edges to your viewing material, and that way you're actually losing fine detail. So set those to 0. You can leave colour and tint at the default settings of 50 and 0, and then go into the expert control. We turn dynamic contrast off, super resolution off, colour gamut select standard, and then edge enhancer you can turn that off, colour filter you leave off. We used a gamma of 2.2. That would be appropriate for a normal viewing room, in your normal environment, living room, in the evening with light colour walls. You could use a higher setting, maybe 2.4. However, we actually found that probably 2.2 gave us the most accurate picture, and so we'd recommend sticking with that. Use 2.2 for the gamma. Okay, white balance control. This is how you set the grayscale. This was actually a pretty accurate TV out of the box. We didn't need to do too much to it. So there's a 2-point and a 20-point control. We just need to use the 2-point where you just to fine tune it. Obviously we can't guarantee these settings are going to make your TV picture better because every TV is different. This is the settings for the particular TV that we were reviewing in our specific viewing environment. However, if you want to try them, you can see that for the low point, we've got red 3, green 0, and blue 0. And then for the high point, we've got red 5, green 0, and blue 0. So just a little bit of tweaking on the red basically got the grayscale very accurate. And then also we have the color management system. So in here we've got the settings for red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, and finally yellow. And again, we found that the out-of-the-box performance is actually pretty good, so it's some minor tweaks here basically. After that we can come out of the expert control and we can go into the picture options. In here we turn noise reduction and MPEG loss reduction off. Black level we've set it low. Real cinema you can leave on if you're getting an interlaced signal. And true motion we've left off. Always leave true motion off if you're going to be watching film-based material. However, if you're watching sports-based material, then you can certainly experiment with it because that's shot on video cameras and therefore, it might actually be useful for things like football where there's fast movement. But certainly for film-based material, unless you want to look like cheap video, leave true motion off. And the other thing we'll mention is here, aspect ratio. This is a 4K signal we're watching at the moment, so it's original, but if you're watching normal Full HD stuff, make sure you've selected just scan, because that way you're actually going to be getting the full HD signal with no kind of over scanning or zooming in on the image that makes the image slightly bigger to avoid seeing the edges of the image. But in doing so, this overscaling actually loses some tiny detail in the image. So it's either original or just scan. And that's it for our settings for the LG 65EF950V Ultra HD 4K OLED TV. Don't forget you can read the actual review at avforums.com/reviews. You can also see more videos at avforums.com/videos. And why not follow us on Twitter? and like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.